Okay, so now I'm live. Let me see if I can go live other places. My manage posts. Okay, so here going live. What's up? Nope, that's not what I want. I want manage. Oh, now live. Ooh, ooh. So I can share it. Where is it? Easy. Share and then oh, that's cool. Thanks. Okay, so I am live and I was just doing some housekeeping with Facebook. And so now I'm in Facebook group. So what we're going to talk about is we're going to talk about Abacus. And this is going to be a little bit longer, just so we can, have a little foundation of what an abacus is. So an abacus is a counting tool that I use to help children learn math, right? So when we're learning math, the first thing we're doing is we're going to learn how to count, we're going to understand how the beads are, and then we can go into adding and subtracting, multiplication, division. But first, we're going to do a little bit of understanding how to read the abacus, right? So we have um, I have my beads. So the lower beads all has a value of 1 and the top bead has a value of 5. Now, how did I start the abacus? Well, I started the abacus because my dad went on a business trip and this one woman was like she had an autistic child and she mentioned to my dad that he should start a school in America. He was on a business trip to Korea of some sort. And so he had this bright idea. I'm going to bring abacus I'm going to bring abacus, and he wants to bring it to the family. I actually never learned abacus when I was a child. I actually learned it when he came over and he's like, "You teach abacus." And I'm like, "What is abacus? I don't know what it is." So as I go through the journey, I mean, this was like 25 this is about 25 years ago, right? So I was already an adult. I was starting my family and my children was my I didn't have my first child yet and I started learning abacus. And so going through the journey of learning what the abacus was about, it's really quite amazing because we don't need to memorize strategies like doubles and doubles plus one. We learn the fundamental basics, the fundamental building blocks on the what the abacus provides, and from there we'll be able to do more complex adding and subtracting. And abacus really solidifies the fact families that happen. So we have the addition fact family, the subtraction fact family, the multiplication fact family becomes really strong when we do it on the abacus because we really need to understand it. My kids, so I have 3 boys, and all 3 boys have gone through abacus. Did they like it? Nah, they're like kids. They don't like, academics. But did they help them? Yeah, I believe it helped them a lot because as they were going through school and as they were going through classes, the teacher would always rely on them to answer like whatever questions or math questions that the teacher posed. And you know how sometimes the teachers need to have a little bit of another person to explain or answer the question. And they were, that really built their confidence. And so I really, but it all starts with learning how to read it first. When we understand how to read it, so here is the abacus, and all the beads, all the lower beads has a value of 1. And so when we count, it's 1, 2, 3, 4. And then the value of 5 is up here. So we have 5, and then when we count, it's 6, and then we have 7. We have 8, and then 9. How do I know it's 9? Well, when we count and we do the counting on an abacus, we do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then if you're ever wondering what's a 10, the tens place. So we have the place value. We have the place value here. We have the tens place here. So when we do 10, it's 1, 0. So that is my 10. How do I know which column I'm doing? Well, I was supposed to use my marker. My marker is signifies, it shows where my label is, my label of the ones column. So we know a little bit about Can't post more. Okay. So a little bit about this is here is my ones column, and then this is my ones column, tens column, and then hundreds column. This is my marker. This marker help because it's a teacher's abacus, I can move it around. But if you're on a student's abacus, you'll see you'll see that there's these dots right there. This dot can signify the location of the ones, or this dot over here. I don't know if you can see it. There's another dot over here, and that you can either have the ones here or you can have the ones here. It's up to you. I like to do it with this side. I like to do it this side because then I can grow, right? So if I have more digits on my answers or that I'm working with, then I can grow my answer. So this is a student abacus, but with the student abacus, remember, with gravity, the beads all come down. So actually, when we do the student abacus, it needs to lie down flat like this, and then you move the beads up, right? And so it looks, if I can, when I can show you, nope. So right here. So this is lying down flat on my table. And when we start, we need to start the abacus with a cleared with it being cleared. Can I do that? Let me make it brighter. Let's make it more bright. How about that? Ooh, even better. Okay, so here's my dot, and I don't know if you can see it. My dot's there, and my other dot's there. So I usually start from here, and so then I can move, and grow my answer here. So it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4. But notice you should be using your thumb because we want to do finger movements, proper finger movements. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. We have 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. That's what 10 looks like. If that is too small, I can use my big abacus. Let's see if this works. All right. So I am going to use my big abacus. Can I use my big abacus? Okay, I think it's fine. Okay, so we have the big abacus, and let me move some stuff that's on my table. Okay, let's move it over a little bit. So here, um, it I started making more worksheets. So these worksheets are for abacus for the kids to learn. I did do the color by number. I thought that was kind of cool. So this one specifically is in a Christmas one. I have a Christmas one. I don't know. Yeah. So there's my Christmas one, but this one's going to be the other Christmas one. So this one is green and it's 13. So there's a one bead up top and then one bead on the side and then one bead over here. So that's 13. So if I go on the abacus, this is what 13 looks like, 1 and then 3, right? So then here, when we do the find color by number, we have to find all of the 13s are here. And so I like it where the kids can start tracing as well, get them to practice their motor skills. So then this is green. So here we would look at all of the abacus to see which one is green. And I would color this in because this one's 13. And then I would color this one because this one's 13. So this is one of my activities is to be able to color in, and this is about bead recognition, right? So understanding what the beads look like when we do it on the abacus and when we do it on the paper and how it relates. And so, we all know, well, when we learn we learn the numbers, but we don't see the actual quantity. So on the abacus, it's nice to be able to see the quantity. So I know that this is 1 and 3. So if they were to ever count on, they could do, well, if I start from 13, what's after 13? Well, we add one more and then that's 14. Well, what's after 14? Well, 15. So on the abacus, it's easy to get the kids to be counting on because once they know how to use and read the abacus, it's easy for them to count on. So let's go 24. Well, after 24, they're like, I don't know what's going on. And oh, I should print out this hundreds chart. And they're like, well, if I go to like 24, what's after 24? Well, 25 is after, and then 26 and 27 and 28. So that's a little about counting on. This particular exercise that I have is also counting on. So I start with 13, and then this one here, I don't know if you could see that, but that one says 14. There we go, 14. So 14 is this one. So this one is a blue. So I would like them to, color in the beads and have it say 14. And then here, then they have to start finding all the 14s. And so there's a 14 here, and then there's another 14 here. So this is one of the activities that I would have. Try to get it to be more interactive to learn the abacus because, learning numbers can be really confusing. If you just have the symbols that says 1, 2, 3, 4, but here with the abacus, at least, it can be a little bit interactive. So this is one of the sheets. And then so this is a color by number that I'm working on. And then if you're looking for more worksheets, I have others. This one, which is kind of cool, this one is missing the missing number. So here is the counting. So here is 0, and then what's after 0 is 1, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have like these counting sheets that the kids can go through and fill out. My next one, which was really cool, I like this one the most. This is a puzzle where you look at the puzzle, you match the abacus number. So this is the abacus number, and you find the puzzle piece. So usually what happens here is I would want the students to cut, right? So we're going to be cutting our puzzle piece, right? So we find our puzzle piece. So this one says it is, so I would like to count it, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. So I color it in. So this is 8. So now I just have to find 8. And it's right here. So we cut it. And there we go. And then we start filling out the puzzle. So this one is 3. So if we color it in the beads and we look for number 3, there it is. So there's my puzzle piece. And then, hopefully the kids can glue it in. All right. So that's a little bit about the puzzle. That was kind of, so those are some of the examples that I have. And then I have this one. This is a abacus maze, which I thought was kind of cool because what we do is we start from here, right? Because it says start here. And then we figure out what number this is on the abacus. And then this is 3. So we need to find the answer. If this is 3, this is 3, this is 3. So what I'm trying to do is relate the number, the abacus 3, right? The abacus 3 to the number 3. And we would just color in the path. So here is 5. So we have to find 5. It'd be here, here, or here. Well, this is 5. So this helps the kids to understand and relate the abacus to the number. And then here is 3 again, right? 1, 2, 3. And then we're just going down here. And that's it. So that's a little bit about the new workbook, the new Christmas workbook that I'm working on. For those that have, we do have the abacus, the preschool abacus math. And again, this is learning about the numbers. So here we're talking about 0 to 9. And then we have counting backwards and then counting forward. And we have, I have activities for the kids to go through. So it's the same thing. This is like counting from 1 to 1. So that is this book. And then I have so after this book is learning how to do adding and subtracting. So we learn how to add and we learn how to subtract. So this one says this is 9, right? And then 9 take away 4. So we have 9 and then we take away 4. Well, that's 4. Okay. Well, this leads into understanding how to add and subtract. Once the kids know how to add and subtract, then they can go to the next book, which is learning their math fact, which is learning their addition fact family. So the addition fact family is learning how to do the +4 and +5. So that's what this is. So we learn how to, where is it? We learn how to use a 4. So um, one of the fact family is 4 and 1 is equal to 5. So just like on our, in a bead, right? If we have 5 items like this, the idea is knowing how, what the fact family of 5 is. The fact family of 5, so there's a 1 and 4, right? There's 4 and 1, or there's 2 and 3. And so that's what this activity is for. This activity is talking about how do we utilize the 4. So in our abacus, we have one, we'll do like 3 plus 4. Well, when we do 4, we know, right? That's the 3. And then we want to add 4. If we want to add 4, we have to, uh, we want to add 4. Well, 5 is too much, but we need to add the 5. So we add the 5 and then we have to take away the 1. And that's it. So that's a little bit about the next go around. Okay, I'm going to end this because this is super long, and I'm going to go make some more worksheets. If you have any questions, let me know. These books are available on Amazon, and I will talk to you later. Bye.